Ah, we are back. Finished the first case of Apologestis. Adrian has some questions. Can't guarantee they get answered in the second case, but I'm sure before the game's over they'll be answered. Alright, let's start the first case where you can go outside the courtroom. Ready?
Yes.
2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job. Yeah, I'll admit it, I was screwed. But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here, honest. Here being the legendary... Okay, Justice, time to stop troubling. Ah, you must be here for the interview. Right this way. Huh? Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome. What's with this girl? Well now, shall we begin? Begin? What? Right, first things first. Any special talents? Talents? Yes, well, you must have at least one. Well, I guess... defending? Defending. An unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course. You think so? Let's give it a go, shall we? Huh? Go ahead, show me, defend. Just give it all you've got. Don't hold back now. What are you talking about? I can't just defend here. First lesson. A professional can perform anywhere. Thanks. We want people to be laughing with us, not at us. Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all. What? What exactly do you think you came here to do? What? Defend, no? Excuse me, but do you know where you are? Huh? The Wright and Company law offices, right? Oh, I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first. Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning. Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again? What's there to read? Look, it says right there. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency? Welcome to the Wright Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Tracy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician. It's all come flooding back. The trial, that girl. Hello, sir. Please pick a card. That's right. She's my daughter. Tracy Wright. Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name? Apollo. Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Alright. Let's ask her about the talent agency.
Okay.
So, is this really a talent agency? You bet. Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now. 2 people. Does that include you? Tracy Wright, magician extraordinaire? I've done a lot of stage shows, paid too. I am a professional, you know. Right. Bless you. I promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay?
I bet Larry Bucks is the other one.
Oh, that'd be something. Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire. Your dad, in other words. Did he say he couldn't play the piano? Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic. At least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. So you're you're Phoenix Wright's daughter. That's right. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of his sugar daddy, get it? No. Too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you say?
Ask how old she is.
Yeah, she's 15.
But you know I want to know who her mom is.
Yeah. But do you find that out in this one? I think you might. We'll see. 15? How old is Mr. Wright? Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year. I'm sure there's a good explanation. I hope. About Mr. Wright giving up law. It was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it? Ed, you know about that? Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal. So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance. Daddy. Daddy's not here right now. He's in the hospital. The hospital? Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets better.
Tell Alexa.
Oh, yeah. Alexa! Stop! What? Okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit. Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close. Right. Well, I'll be going now, and I'll give this showbiz gig some thought, okay?
Is that where Dr. Hottie is?
I think so. The creeper? So, this is Mr. Wright's hospital.
Ah!
Yep, here he is. Yeah, visitors, are ya? Yeah, are you the doctor? Yep, Dr. Hickfield's the name. Good morning, doctor. So naive. Oh, hiya there, Trucy. Cute as ever, hee. Is this Daddy's room? Oh yeah, except he's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Trucy? Got any places you'd like examined? Doctor, the nurse was looking for you. Why, if it isn't the daddy-o, the cutest little thing in town. I guess I'll be off then, hee. Later, Trucy. Wow, what an odd bird that guy was. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Mr. Wright? So, what happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hidden run. A hidden... You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve, I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air. Only stopping when my head hit that telephone pole. You hit a telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. He really is as lucky as they say. Oh yeah, that's what we saw in the opening movie. There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big. Not fat, but her, you know what I mean. Oh, true, she's still a child. Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore. Ah ha ha, but you'll always be Daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy. Ah ha ha, my foot, I'm not buying it. Oh, there's something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere stage magician, she's a genius. Tee-hee, aw, Daddy. You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. You could just tell me things instead of insinuating them. So why did you contact me? What could the Wright Talent Agency possibly want with me? No need to get prickly now. Hey, I didn't ask to be dragged in like this. Huh? But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway? Well, yeah, of course. Help, we're in big trouble here at the office. Big. I thought someone was dying. So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital. That's right, Daddy. How are we going to pay this month's rent and the groceries? Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall. Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school again. No, I can't. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us, Polly. Huh? What? Now it's my fault? On that note, how about you come work for us? I've got the perfect client for you already lined up. A client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court? Alright, I'll hear what you have to say. You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker. Aha! Now it's time to reel him in. It's official. I'm scared. Alright, so who's the client? Ah, yes. Here, take a look at the map and I'll explain. Last night I left the office just before 9 o'clock. I was going to that Indochine pasta joint, al dente's. Al dente's, al dente.
Oh.
I played piano there, of course. That's when it happened. The car sent me flying, nicked the telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad. It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. So, good luck. Huh? You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. I'm the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole. Whoa, hold on, I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Don't worry, once you've found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Don't get so worked up. It was just a joke. Huh? Oh, Daddy. Sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know. Even the ones that aren't very funny. Your real client should be stopping by the office any time now. The office? You mean the talent agency? No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do. One more thing. Do look into my accident too, would you? I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find. So, he's going to make me investigate this after all. Alright, let's see if that dude's in the agency. It's the only place I can go. Hey! How long you plan on making me wait, eh? Ah, good morning. Hey there, Trucy doll. Sounds like your pops had a bit of a rough spot, eh? All's well that ends well, I guess. This is our client? Hey, so this is that Apollo fellow, eh? Oh, yes, the name's Apollo. Look at him there, arms all crossed-like, ready to fight. Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you? The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Apollo. Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it. Defense? Your noodle half-cooked? It's too late for defense. My castle's been stored, my keep's been kept, my noodle stand's been stolen. Noodle? You know Mr. Eldoon from the noodle stand, don't you, Polly? No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him. You new to these parts? Not really. Then you know the best noodles in town, Eldoon's Noodles. Whose noodles? My noodles. Help me out here, Trucy doll. This is Mr. Guy Eldoon, our client. Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldoon? Anything for you, Trucy doll. So, you're on a noodle stand, Mr. Eldoon. Guy Eldoon's the name, and noodles are my game. The secret's in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for 1.5 years. Oh, that's not that long, really. My family's been noodle men for generations. Got a lot of expectation on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons. That's a pretty old noodle. Aye, and fool that I was, I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood. But that didn't turn out so well. Oh, there was no denying it. Salty broth runs through these veins, boy. So, it was like destiny that you became what you are. Right, destiny's the word. Oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate. Not a mental image I care to linger on. So last year, I started my noodle stand. The 15th generation of Eldoon's Noodles. So tell me more about Eldoon's Noodles. You don't know the genius that are my noodles? I make them so salty. Why, they're saltier than salt. Now I really don't want to find out. Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand. He freaking in my pop stand back during his attorney days, too. Yep, him and his assistant. I'm sorry, I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon. Wish you could, Sonny. Eh? Heck, I wish I could. I'd give anything for a bowl about now. What do you mean? It was stolen, my stand. Gone. Stolen? You know, his hair looks like noodles.
It looks like a bowl turned upside down, too.
Yeah. It was last night. I was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle. It's like an ice cream truck's bell, but louder. He even gets complaints. Eh, now you're just trying to butter me up. That sounds more like the blues than a whistle. I closed up my stand for the night, right by the house. Then this morning, dark and early, it was gone. My keep, my castle, ugh. Maybe some bum carted it off? Just guessing here. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there, too. That's the saddest thing I've heard all day. You know it. Anyhow, that's the deal. Good luck. Good, huh? Wait, what exactly is your request? My noodle stand, find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Of course, I make it so hot and salty, 2 bowls will kill a man. Then I'd really need defense. Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective. This is where I live. You drop by if you see any info, okay? Get it back today if you can, Paulo. I got noodles to make. Things have certainly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves. Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo. Huh? I have a bad feeling about this. Listen to the lady's problem now. Don't be cruel. I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen. Hey, what's this? More thieving and skullduggery? Well, someone stole a pair of my panties. Panties? So they were, stolen. My panties, yes. Ah, right, panties. That's a crying shame, that is, Juicy Doll. I was alone in the office last night. I had hung my panties out the window there to dry. When a thief came and took them, my favorite panties. I ran after him. Give those back, I shouted. Wait! Well, that was certainly brave of you. But I lost him. Without those panties, I don't know what I'll do. A darn crying shame, yup. Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. I'll mark it on your map. I'll be heading home now. Remember, find my stand or there's an empty bowl in your future, Paulo. Right. And you help out Juicy Doll here too, you hear? Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We have no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases. I guess. Let's see where we stand. Not in the courtroom, that's where. Well, the first item on our list, Phoenix Wright, Daddy's hit-and-run accident. We have to find the one who hit him. Who's going to pay us for this again? And the second item, Mr. Eldune's request to find a stolen stand, for which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles. And the last request is mine, to find my stolen panties. That bowl of noodles is looking better and better. Let's go, Polly, to the streets. Aren't you enthusiastic? How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me. Guess we might as well get started. Let's see, a hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen panties. Alright, let's crack the case. Let's go to the stand theft. So, what's this place? This would be Mr. Eldune's house, silly. Oh, so this is where his stand was stolen from. I can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already. Hey! Look, there's a police car parked over there. You're right. What's with the sparkly entrance? What is this place, a hospital? There's a sign. Maractus Clinic. Oh, that's where the thief went. The thief? The one who snatched my panties. He ran into this clinic last night. Wait, maybe that police car is here to find my panties. I doubt it. Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate. Ah, there you are, Sonny. Well, you find anything yet? No, not yet. The longer you loaf around here, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that. This bowl of noodles is sounding less like payment and more like punishment. Examine. Okay. How about this? Is this yours, Mr. Eldune? Hey, that there's the heart and soul of Eldune's noodles. The bowl absorbs my salty soup. Pretty soon it's gonna taste just like noodles. Wow, it does smell like noodles. All my other bowls got taken away with my stand. Get it back for me, Sonny boy, I'm begging ya.
That tarp what covered the wagon?
Oh, let me see. That's the place right there. That's where I kept my stand, covered all nice and pretty with that blue tarp there. There you go. So you used this plastic sheet to cover your stand at night? I see. You see what? Did you figure out why it was stolen? Well, no, but it does suggest that the thief knew what he or she was looking for. They clearly knew what was under the sheet. So it wasn't one of those casual drive-by stand snatchers, you mean? Not bad, Sonny boy, not bad at all. Doggy?
Sure.
Look, a doggy! Good boy, Salty. I'm sure the dog has a real name, Trucy. Yep, sure does. Name's Spoon, and it's a she, by the way. Spoon doesn't seem so lively. She didn't get her bowl of salty broth this morning, that's why. Poor little thing. Apollo, let's find the stand soon, for Spoon's sake. I'm pretty sure dogs aren't supposed to eat noodles. This house is, well, it's old. It's been well loved, that's for sure. I've lived here with my wife for many years now. It's got character, though, just like my soup. I always thought character was a positive thing. It looks like the oil drum's connected to that sink over there. Collecting rainwater to do the dishes, how environmentally conscious. You don't think he uses rainwater to cook his noodles and to make the broth, do you? Well, I'm sure he finds the best water money can buy. Taste is his business, you know. Look, that sign over there. Eldunes only uses water from all natural sources. I think I'll take a rain check on eating here. That's quite a sign. I take it that's no as opposed to old? Ah, you like it? Made it myself, I did. I meant to write noodles, but ran out of space. Prior planning prevents poor performance. Lucky for me, it spells the world all by itself and spruces up my image, it does. It does have a certain power of willful denial thing going on for it. Alright. Alright. So your stand, Eldune's Noodles, was it? Aye, passed down from father to son. That stand's seen its share of salt, Salt runs in the family, you might say. I bet high blood pressure does too. So your stand, Eldune's Noodles, was stolen. Oh, it wasn't just the stand that was stolen, Sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crushed stew pot, my stained sign. I didn't just lose a stand, I lost a legend. No one steals a legend and gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo. Isn't it about time he bought a new one anyway? Are there any more details you could give me about the stand? You bet, Sonny boy, it happened last night. I was blowing my whistle like always, crying the town I was. The smell of broth filled the streets, thick and salty. I got home, well, right before 10 p.m. I reckon. Guess he's not aiming for that late night market. I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease, then I went inside. When did you notice it had been stolen? Early this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early. Do that many people eat noodles for breakfast? I'm washed up on the salty shores of ruination. That stand had my whole life in it. Name, a whole being. They took everything? All my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams. At least they left one bowl. Look, there on the ground. If you don't find that stand today, then I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl. The last bowl. Please, I'm under enough pressure here as it is. That's it. That's where the thief who snatched my panties ran to. It's a crying shame, that is. If they have to steal and make it in my loincloth, not some pretty girl's panties. The garage, right? You don't think the thief lives here, do you? Fair. Fair, I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor. Do I detect a little animosity here? Let's make sure to check out that garage. Let's present him with a noodle bowl, just to be safe. Oh, wait. Oh, look! I left these little personal touches. Seems a shame to hide it on the bottom of the bowl. Huh? When I touched it, the paint flaked off. He must have painted it on by hand with warm, professional care. After buying the cheapest paint he could find with cold, professional thrift. It's the Aldoon's Noodles mascot. Mr. Salty, he's so cute. It's not a very endearing mascot, is it? You know, come to think of it, it looks a lot like you, Apollo, especially the red parts. Can I help it if I like red? Okay. You can tell my bowls by the Mr. Salty logo. The mascot of Aldoon's Noodles. They come to the stand, they sit, they drink deep from that bowl, and when they see the bottom, their face looks just like Mr. Salty's. Genius, no? Very high concept. You can't ply a trade if you don't love the tools, remember that. Yes, sir. Shruti has a thing for professionals, clearly. That doorway sure is sparkly. The Maractus Clinic, huh? Looks more like a casino parlor than a hospital. They must be quite profitable. Funny, it looks closed. Maybe they're on vacation today. Looks like they have a special offer going on. 3 shots for the price of 1. Ooh, now's our chance, Apollo. Chance for what? I don't need any shots, thank you. Whoever runs this clinic, they seem pretty business-minded. I'd understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car? Maybe they're tax evaders. Ah, sorry, miss. No going into the clinic today. Did something happen? Huh? Oh no, nothing to see here. Move along. You'll have to find someplace else to play doctor. Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? We need a little more info in this Maractus clinic. We could ask Mr. Aldoon. He is their neighbor and all. And we should check out that garage. What if the thief who stole my panties is still in there? Ah... Okay, so... Hey, do you think something happened next door? There's a police car out front. Fair, probably gave someone food poisoning, I'll bet. If anyone's at risk of giving someone food poisoning. That police car got here this morning, actually. I asked what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me, the neighbor. Feh. Not that I was surprised much, that doctor worked for the wrong crowd. It was just a matter of time before he got what was coming to him. Feh. The wrong crowd. Never you mind about that. Okay. Let's go to the accident scene. So this is where Mr. Wright got hit by that car. According to the map, this is the place. What a huge mansion. Apollo, there's a nice-looking lady over there. Let's question her. Okay. I'm a little curious about the park over here, too.
That windbag?
Oh my god, it looks like it. There's the person from the back of that box. Excuse me, can we have a few words with you? You want something? Whoa, that husky voice. Why am I suddenly sweating? That's quite a house you've got there. You must have a lot of money. Ooh, money sounds like something my son would call his friends. This is the Kitaki family mansion, little girl. Yeah. You, kid with the hair, you want something? Me? No, not a thing. Bye. Apollo, we can't leave without questioning her. What if she knows something? But the Kitaki family, they're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town. If you're going to ask something, ask it. If you're man enough. Whoa, right. Yay, way to whip him into shape, ma'am. Does she know no fear? I'm Plum Kitaki, wife of the 4th head of the Kitaki family business. Friends call me Little Plum. I'm Little Apollo Justice, attorney at law. If looks could kill, this woman would be a mass murderer by now. Who's that? She's looking at the park. She's pretty. I bet she has a story, you know? There is something about her. Too bad she seems to be in a bit of a rush. Okay, windbag? Looks like there's some trouble by the park gate. I smell an incident. Ma'am, there's no entry to the park. Now don't tell me where I can't go, young fella. I always walk through this park on my way home. Please, get down from there. You'll hurt yourself, ma'am. That's quite the determined old lady. Personally, I'm a little more interested in this park. You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll see someone famous. Hey, miss, stay out of the park. He got mad at me. Did something happen here, officer? Huh? Oh no, move along, nothing to see. Why don't you kids go play someplace else? We're not kids and we're not playing, I'm an attorney. Something wrong? Ah, Detective Skye. We're fine, ma'am, nothing to report. Detective? Why is she wearing a lab coat? You hardly want to comment on how people are dressed. And these kids are? Curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers. Ah, why don't you kids run along and play someplace else? Look, we're not... Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. One of those with experimental hydroxylinone... What? You remember Skye, right?
Yes.
Come again? What's hydroxy stuff? Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy. Try to keep out the riffraff, if you would. Yes, ma'am. How are we going to get more information like this? Why don't we ask the nice woman across the street? Oh yes, that nice woman, Gulp. Little Plum? That's a really cute name for someone so... Yes? Whoa. What is it, Apollo? How about you go through me when talking to her, okay, Trucy? Huh? That seems like a bit of a needless procedure. I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedures. Oh, little girl, you should know. We're gangsters. Oh, that means you're the bad guys. Trucy, through me, please, I'm begging you here. Wah ha 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 ha. The bad guys. I like the sound of that. I'm going to need some warm tea after this. It takes a lot of hard work to protect a family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys. So you're saying that business is in a slump? Let's not ask about business if we can help it, please. So there was supposedly a car accident here last night. Last night? Of course, you wouldn't know about it. Sorry to bother you. Wait. Yes? You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away. That's my daddy. Ah ha ha, I should have known. One of us capos thought he'd make a great point man. Capo? Point man? Could you avoid using too much your industry lingo? In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up this mess since morning. Bah! Cleaning up this paint? Was this paint spill at the time of the accident? It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise. And found your father drowning in a sea of paint. So you came to his rescue. You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint, then turned the corner and sped away. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see. I'm sure the dragon is glaring at me. But why are you out here cleaning it up? What do you mean? I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do dirty work for you? Please, go through me when you want to. Wah ha 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 ha. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image. Yes. But we're community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to get back to the people, see? How noble of them. I availed myself of the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Now there's just the paint on the street to deal with. Public facilities? I wonder if she means that trash can. Can I ask you a question? What? What happened in the park across the street? Oh yes, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say. Chicago, huh? Gunfire, someone was killed. Strange circumstances, too. You're kidding! What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house. Did something happen at your house, too? A crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. Want to hear about it? Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly. So what happened at your house? Bloomers last night. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. Me, little plump Kitaki, the victim of a panty snatcher. What? So it wasn't just my panties that were stolen. Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. It wasn't you, was it? No, of course not. Mercy. I've heard word that panties have been disappearing lately. And the missing panties all have something in common. It's hard to imagine Trucy's and Mrs. Kitaki's panties having much in common. I just imagine Mrs. Kitaki's panties. Gulp. I know. We'll find your bloomers too. Great. Show me what you're made of. What have you gotten me into this time, Trucy? That girl from before. Oh, welcome home, sweetie. Ah, hello, Mother. She's Kitaki, too. Miss. Here, our flyer. The Right Anything Agency? Anything Agency? Yeah, do you like the new flyer? So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice. Attorney? Drop by our office. We'll be waiting. Ah, goodbye. Why did you give her our flyer? I don't know. She seemed like she could use some help. She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help. I wouldn't be so sure. Well, let's examine the paint, see if that's evidence and such. There's paint splashed all over this gate. What a mess. Was this paint knocked over by the car that hit my daddy? That's right, and I'm left to clean up the mess. If you find whoever did this, bring the scoundrel by, would you? Of course, then you can have them clean up their own mess. Ah ha ha ha, you're cute. Naive but cute. When I find whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning. There's nothing I dislike so much as a mess. Oh, I wish I could say cool things like that. I'll bet you do. Blah ha ha ha. I'd laugh if my teeth weren't chattering so hard. Wow, what a big house, and the gate is so big. The Kitaki family is pretty big around these parts. I like the fox, it's so cute. Ah, that's our family crest from the old country. Your family crest? We're clever as the fox, and our teeth are sharp. So it's like a motto. You need a crest too, Apollo. Ooh, how about the scales of justice, or a lunar lander? I'll pass, thanks. A brightly painted dragon. Why do I get the feeling he's glaring at me? Those paints must have been to repaint this wall. That's right. I called in an artist to do the job right. He's the third so far. The third? The first spilled paint all over the entrance here, the second on my kimono. So No, don't tell me. It's better that I don't know. Let me see if I can look in the trash can. There's a big trash can on the way into the park. I guess we could check it out. A detective's life sure is a hard one. I'm an attorney Huh? 2 pieces of garbage with paint on them. These are slippers. They look like those slippers you get at the hospital. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go on a car? It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something. Or someone. Wait, you don't think... I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright. Wow, and he took off its mirror? I never knew Daddy was so strong. I only have room in my pocket for one of these, though. Which do you want to take? Oh, boy. Well, if we take... Well, the slippers are from the hospital, but the mirror... Because we might be able to take one back to Phoenix. I guess we'll take the slippers. Let's see. Sorry, Sonny boy, my interest is for my stand and precious little elves. Get cracking on that case. Okay. I was just curious about that. Oh, yeah, we didn't check the garage yet. Mr. Wright's gone. Maybe he's gone for an examination. He'll probably be back soon. Let's wait. I think it might take some time. Daddy always loves his examinations. Don't ask, Justice. You don't want to know. Why don't we come back later? Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. So let's go back to Eldune's, and then we can go to the garage. Because I didn't realize the clinic garage a little bit different. They even said there's a cat. This is the place. This is where that panty snatcher ran. Are you sure? Maybe. Let's look for clues. Clues to a panty snatching. Clues like a pair of panties. Trucy, could you try not saying panties so many times?
There's a cell phone in the car.
Yeah. You are right. There's something about this car. Let's take a closer look. I see two things. Let's see this first. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. We should bring it to him later. Now I see the broken mirror. Hey, look at that! The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue. What? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue for me, are you, Polly? Clue, let's see.
Sure.
But I can't. I gotta go back and get it.
Where is it?
It's in the trash can.
I thought you took it.
No, I took the slippers.
Look on the other side of the car because there might be paint that you can look at the slippers for. Can't look at the other side?
No. Okay, let's go back to that one place. Yes. All right. Go to the exhaust, because that was actually the thing I saw first. That reminds me, I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago. Apparently, there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved into the tailpipe. That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case. Wow! I remember the case record whenever I'm checking out a car. I always check the tailpipe. Everyone's gotta have a hobby, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey! There's something in here. What? Wait a second? Are these your... Ah! My panties! What? Already? Wow, thank you, Apollo. You're a genius. Amazing. No, really, don't mention it. No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed. You must have a nose for finding girls' panties.
That's weird.
What are those? My little panties, of course. They've come home to Mama. I can't wait to use them. You're going to put them on now? Watch closely now. See? Nothing in the panties. Ta-da! Whoa! Where'd that come from? How'd that bowl get in your panties? My panties are an extra-dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. They're my magic panties. It's one of my best tricks. Magic panties. They left them over at the Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly. You mean those panties are a prop? You could have told me a little sooner. Well, that's one case closed, at least. What are you saying? We still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with the tool of my trade. Oh, right. Alright. I do think I have just a clue in mind. First of all, we can investigate this. Something the matter? I was just wondering if there was, like, a switch on these. Of course not. Huh, mysterious. Oh, do you want to know the secret of my panties? No thanks. Who uses magic panties in a stage show anyway? Oh, there's paint. It's cut clean off. I wonder what's in there. Don't. There are bare wires hanging out. Let's see. Eek! What, are you okay? Hee hee, just a little joke. Don't scare me like that. You mean don't shock you, zap, hee hee. I think he even said there was paint on it. So anyway. Sorry, I know I'm supposed to be checking that, but I feel like might as well check this. Look at this cute little watch strap. I want one. It's kind of odd, though. What is? I mean, if you want to know the time, you can just look at the phone itself. Hey, you're right. Sharp, Apollo. Thanks. Finally, some respect. So what does that tell you? Well, the owner of this phone doesn't think through the details, for one. They did drop their phone, after all. I kind of figured they were a little spacey already. Oh, good point. Okay. My clue is this. Whoa, it's the same color and size and everything. A perfect match. I guess we could check it out. Two pieces of garbage with paint on them. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go on a car? It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smashed into something or someone. Well, it looks like we've just solved the case. So the car that hit Daddy last night is sitting right in front of us, yep. Wow, you put the pro in professional, Apollo. Gee, thanks, Trucy. Apollo? Huh? What is it? Now that we've solved this case, we should go report to Daddy. He'll mope if we leave him alone too long. Knowing him. I'm okay, he doesn't seem the type to mope, though. And this is hardly a case worth reporting. Hey, a kitty cat! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. It's not coming down. We do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. Oh! Look, it's a folding ladder. Polly, that's called a step ladder. Come on. A step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder, then? It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together. So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form, at the essence of the thing. Can we talk about something else? Every Ace Attorney, there's a discussion about ladders and step ladders. If you find a ladder in the case.
I think you told me that before.
Yeah. Eek, someone's there. Oh, it's just a gold-plated human skeleton. Just a human skeleton, and painted gold. There's a mannequin hand waving to us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think? It screams something, that's for sure. What I think is, let's get the hospital slippers now. Little Plum's not here. She's not finished cleaning, huh? Maybe she went to get a paint scraper. Okay, who's the wise guy who spit gum out on the street? Her voice carries all the way out to the street from inside the mansion. She's a neat freak. How cute. You there, it was you, wasn't it? Fess up. I hope you've said your prayers. You're going to need them. Trucy, let's leave now. There's a big wastebasket by the park entrance. You aren't going to search through the trash. I don't think we need to. Oh no, please, knock yourself out. Don't mind me. I'll be waiting over here. Just so we're clear, searching through trash isn't a hobby of mine, okay? Oh! Then I guess the slippers were irrelevant. Okay. I did not know that. Yo, how goes it? Daddy, how do you feel? Not bad, Trucy, not bad. It's good to have you youngins on the case. Let's old Daddy go get some well-deserved R&R. The elderly need their rest. Isn't he only 33? We've cleared up most of the cases. I was right about you. Competent, capable. Tell me what you found if you want to. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Well, I certainly didn't expect you back this early. Polly's amazing. He found my panties so quick. Almost like he was the one who stole them. You have an interesting concept of praise. And? Did you find the mad driver who gave me that 30-foot toss? Apparently it was a doctor from the Maractus Clinic. Maractus, eh? I've heard of him. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car was parked outside the clinic. Maybe something happened. What is this Maractus Clinic, anyway? All I've heard are the rumors. That clinic's been making good money. In a bad way. Bad? Ties to organized crime, the Kentucky family. Yeah, he's the Kentucky. The Kitaki family, he did that on purpose. Some injuries you can't take to a public hospital, see? They use the Maractus Clinic for their patch-up jobs. Interesting. It looked like something had happened in that park. A body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not our concern in any case. Right, let's ignore that and find that noodle stand. Whatever happened to professional curiosity? Thanks, really. If I get tired of sleeping, maybe I'll head down to this Maractus place. Maybe hit him up for some reparations. A little legal action would do me some good. I was wondering when I get paid. We solved the case of your accident and found a missing article of clothing. My panties. That leaves the noodle stand. Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help you with anything not involving money. Goodbye, quid pro quo. Hello, pro bono. Sigh. Alright, back to the office to plan our next move. Ooh, something's changing. You're the woman from the Kitaki place. Yes. I knew it. Something's the matter and you want our help, right? Well, you've come to the right place. This way, please. Thank you. My name is Alita Tiala. Alita Tiala. I don't know if there's a pun there. I have a request. Your request, let me guess, something's been stolen? Your flyer, it says now defending, so I thought, what? You mean you want me to defend you? Me? Maybe you can tell us what happened. Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand or your panties? No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiancé, I suppose you'd call him. Fiancé? What happened to him, then? He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder. Murder? Have you heard about what happened at the park? I don't know. How long have we been playing? 53 minutes. I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park near the Kitaki mansion. There were a lot of police cars there. Apparently, the victim was shot with a pistol, but I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual. And your fiancé was arrested for this. What sort of person is your fiancé? So what's your story? You frequent the Kitaki mansion, yes? Are you a member of their organization? No, not yet. Not yet? You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son. The boss's son, so he's a, gangster. Yes, the Kitakis are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be nice for a change. Quit my boring job, live the good gangster life. I think you're onto something. Mrs. Kitaki, I like the sound of that. I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that. Your fiancé is the Kitaki family's only son, correct? His name's Waki. Waki Kitaki. I brought a photo. Waki Kitaki. Well, that's quite the photo. I know. Oh, he can be powerful and menacing, but so cute. But if he's the boss's only son, yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. Say, I'm a boss already with this agency. Please help my walkie, please. Right, my first solo defense case. Crime boss's son or not, I'll prove he's innocent. I prepared a letter of request. I know you need those. Walkie Kitaki. Let's go check out the scene of the crime. Alright. So this is it. My first murder crime scene. Ah, it's you kids again. Hey, notice the motorcycle behind us? Look, can you find some other place to play? We're not playing, I'm investigating. Aren't we, Apollo? Sir, I have a letter of request here. Letter of... Why does it say hit request on it? Miss Tiala must have used the Kitaki stationery. Excuse me, coming through. Ah, it's you, Mr. Gavin. Who's this guy? I must say, I'm used to being inspected by the ladies, but this is the first time I felt this way with a man. Mr. Gavin? Ah, Fräulein, what is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a... Oh, okay. So you actually know I was... Oh yeah, of course you do. Can I help? Anything German I don't understand. I look to you for this. Yes. The policeman officer fellow here won't let us in. We even have a letter of request. You must be exhausted, standing out here. I will take you to the scene of the crime.
He looks like a rock star.
He does look like a rock star. Oh, really? By your leave, officer. Yeah, yes, sir, of course, sir. Aha, very well. This way, Fraulein?
Fraulein.
Fraulein. Whee! Hey, what about me? Oh, we found the stand. On that note, enjoy your investigation. Thank you. Will we... What?
There must be bodies under it.
Quite possibly. Will we see you again? Ask the wind, Fraulein. I'll be riding on it. Who was that? Eek! Apollo, look! A corpse! What? Hey, it's just a mannequin. Wow, it sure got me. Ahem, might I ask exactly what it is you're doing here? Oh, it's you. How did you kids get in here? Oh, this guy! Well, he was more like a prince, really. He just let us in. Him again. That glamorous fop always getting in my way. Anyway, this scene is off limits. Excuse me, we have a letter of request. One moment. Why is she holding the big magnifying glass? I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this was written by Alita Tiala. Thanks. It took you 30 minutes to figure that out? So, what's up with the mannequin there? It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found. The body was pulling the stand. So, you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Skye. I'm in charge of this crime scene. She doesn't seem that happy about it. She doesn't seem that happy about many things. I trust you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs just in case. Detective Skye. Quiet, please. It's snack time. We're not making much progress here. She must not be very busy. I never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years when they won't give me the position I requested. And then I hear he gave up the defense attorney life. He? Who's he? An ex-defense attorney. I'm Detective Skye. Quiet, please. It's snack time. Oh, well, let me just finish it off. since I know she's gonna eat again. But I'm gonna have to just investigate the scene since she's not really doing much. Well, no, she's not gonna answer anything. Alright, let's take a look at some stuff. Hey there, no messing with the crime scene. But we need to investigate. Apollo, look, that stand. It says Eldoon. I've noticed. Well, we've solved the case of the missing stand, at least. Though the circumstances could stand to be better. Investigations could be carried out by professionals scientifically. She's not going to let us check out the crime scene, is she? Hey, Apollo? My very unscientific analysis tells me something here is very suspicious. I think I know what you mean. It's kind of hard not to notice. I better check out what we came here to find, at least. Can't you see I'm extremely, extremely busy? Eating snacks, yes. Well, shucks, Emma. Well, I guess we can let him know, maybe, where it is? Oh, Mr. Eldoon, hello! Looks like he left. And we found his stand and everything. What about our free bowl? Not too bad. Looks like we'll have to wait a little longer for that bowl. So sorry. What a bummer. I don't think there's anything else we need in here. Let's see... Ah, detention center. Polly, you look as happy as a clam in its shell. For a lawyer, this is it, the place where the battle begins. Ahem, you need something? Ah, yes, we're attorneys. I was hoping we could see Mr. Kitaki. Sorry, he's in questioning right now. Could take a while. Drat, oh well, we'll have to come back later then. So much for that battle. Ah, you're back. Run into some problems? Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something? Who, me? No, I'm fine, really. What's this? So there is a problem. Oh, I think I know what we're doing with him. Actually, I got a defense request. A defense request? That is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore. The request was for me. Oh, right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's doing that on purpose. I know it. So what about this defense request? It's related to the murder in People Park, actually. Guess what? We found Mr. Eldoon's noodle stand at the scene of the crime. Did you now? That's unusual indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. I think the murder weapon was something else. You mean you don't know what the murder weapon was? That funny detective lady won't let us on the scene. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyway? A lab coat? Didn't think she'd be involved with this. You know her. You could say that. So, you know her, don't you? I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago. She was still a high school student at the time. That would make her about the same age as me. That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. Oh, wait. Maybe you know that other guy, too. That other guy? That shining prince on the motorcycle. Prince? I think we'll stop there. So he knows Skye. We're gonna ask him about the rock star looking dude who looks like Christoph Gavin next time we play. Okay.
If I'm gonna take a shower, I'll stay here.
Okay.
And I'll switch.
Alrighty. Yeah, we got some stuff to do before bedtime, but made some good progress on 2 now that we have a murder. Alright, until next time, we go.